All right, the Detroit Lions make a flurry of roster moves before this Thanksgiving Day game. Can't wait for it. Here's where we're at. Okay, so we'll get to this in just a second, but who's going to win the NFC North? I mean, this shows it, and we'll get back to it in just a second. First, wanted to show you here that the Detroit Lions have opened up 3 roster spots, clearing the way for 3 players expected to be activated from injured reserve. We should know more today. Quentin Jefferson, Nick Whiteside, and Arthur Mollett were all waived. And that's interesting because Whiteside and Mollett were like dudes we were counting on there during just a couple games ago with all the injuries that we had. They're gone. And Eric Hallett is back. So he kind of fills in that corner safety spot. But the bigger news is there's 2 spaces still available. Marcus Davenport, Josh Paschal. Josh Paschal didn't practice yesterday. Marcus Davenport is all expected to come back. He's got some more time on his window to return, but he could come back as early as this weekend or this week. And Miles Frazier as well. Miles Frazier's the big one because we have Coyote at left guard who's just kind of, man. Remember he allowed that one sack where the guy got in immediately, just threw Goff to the ground and kicked him. And you're like, okay. I don't know what to say because he just allowed that so fast. I don't even think that's a penalty because he's just celebrating so hard, rightfully so. So that's the good news. Miles Frazier and Marcus Davenport. Josh Paschal just doesn't look like he's going to be ready to come back. And if he doesn't come back on that 21-day return window, then he has to just basically be out for the year. So keep an eye on that. I don't know. Dan Campbell said, and by the way, let me know in the comments, when's the best time to eat on Thanksgiving? Do you go before the Lions game? Do you go after the Lions game? So the game's at 1, remember that? It's kind of a little thing that no one's really paying attention to. The game was always at 12:30. It's at 1 now. It's fine. Do you eat at noon? Or do you eat at 5, 6? Do you try to time it to like halftime? Like there's too many moving parts to eat during the game. That sounds great in theory. I think you want to eat at 5. Just eat dinner. The game's over. Or you eat before and you're mingling. I'm fine with that too. Let me know in the comments for those that have watched the Lions on Thanksgiving for years and years. And you can't, you go to someone else's house, like you can't dictate a lot of things, but it's just like, what's the ideal time to eat? Okay. Now, who wins the NFC North? It's a good question. That I know. Well, let's figure it out. So let me pull this up. I think this shows it perfect. So you can see the remaining schedule for these teams, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. You just kind of look at it, and you look at first us, and there's no question that we have to win this game. There's no real way around it. So if you look at the Lions there, 3 straight home games. So if we win the next 2, it just feels, okay, we're back. We're 9-4. Like we'll make the playoffs depending on how it kind of shakes out. You lose any one of those 2 games here, these next 2, then it gets a little dicey. But you look at Green Bay and Chicago's schedule. And I think Chicago, look, we all just like, you got to tip your cap. You're winning games, but they've caught break after break after break. And again, they're winning, but it feels like, okay, look at their schedule. Love that. And so when you look at Green Bay and Chicago together, that week 14, when they're going to beat each other up, that's awesome. And then they're going to do it again in week 16. So they haven't played each other. So that's perfect because the outcome of that game only helps us. You could nitpick it and make, we actually need Green Bay to win. Yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, perfect. Let those guys beat up on each other. And then we play the Bears. So the Bears are looking at, they could potentially lose, all but 1 game here down the stretch is kind of what could happen. Green Bay could lose every single game. Look at their schedule. At least we got Dallas, who's sneaky, but I don't know. We got Dallas, Minnesota, and the Steelers, and the Bears. I'm telling you, that's 4 teams right there. Come on. the Rams are tough. Where Green Bay's got a couple against the Bears. Yeah, I feel good. When you look at it like this and you kind of pair it up to what we've got going on, I feel good about it. It's hard to not feel good if we can get this win. And this is the hard part going against Green Bay on Thanksgiving. I hate it because it's a short week, obviously. It's Thanksgiving. It's just a level playing field. Nobody really has the advantage. It's like we should have the advantage, but we not always, but we lose on Thanksgiving. Like it's just no problem for us to lose on Thanksgiving. So we're always trying to basically have a fast start. Like I feel like it's just, if you don't get a fast start against the Packers, it's just tough. So we clearly have, if you look at the keys to this game, we have to run the ball. We have to run the ball. And the Packers, we just can't be 3rd and 8. I mean, you can't be 3rd and long against these guys. They're too good. So we have to run the ball. If we can run the ball, especially like we did last week where, man, clearly we've got like the best player in the NFL right now, which is fun. And then St. Brown should get back to his thing. Like he just plays well against the Packers. I feel fine about this game. I mean, really do. I think we're in this weird place as Lions fans where we're kind of split right now emotionally, where it's like, man, we're 7-4. We've got everything ahead of us. We're gonna be just fine. And then the other hand's like, no, we're 7-4. We're not playing this great offensive brand of football that I'd love. Defensively, I thought we were sweet. Maybe we aren't. Jameis Winston lit us up, but you know what? He's a pro too. And you just kind of going back and forth. I think that's okay. And I also think it's okay that we weren't going to be as good as we were last year. That was just a magical, crazy run, 15-2. And so when you look at it, in his 17 games, so you could go 10-7. And that's 7 losses that you have. So I'm saying there's a long way to go. The Lions are just fine. A win here would be massive. It feels like we win here and it just level sets the whole standings, and we're ahead of the Packers. That's where we should be, and we're back. Minnesota's as bad as we had hoped, and they are, so great. But Packers just kind of keep finding ways to win. They're in the same boat as us. They're not like super impressive. Bears, I mean, it's just got to get this win. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.